Some dreams don't fail. They stay silent. They grow where no one is looking and test how long you're willing to believe without proof. This is not a story about success. It's a story about the courage to keep going when nothing happens. In a small village tucked between the ribs of a great mountain lived a young man named Elias. While others in the village were merchants, blacksmiths, or weavers, Elias wanted to be a planter. But he didn't want to plant wheat or corn. He wanted to grow the azure willow, a legendary tree said to provide the strongest timber and the most beautiful shade in the world. He bought a single tiny seed with his last copper coin and planted it in the center of the village square. Every morning before the sun kissed the mountain peaks, Elias was there. He hauled water from the river, he cleared the weeds, he spoke to the soil. 1 month passed, then 2, then 6. The village square remained a patch of brown dirt. The whispers began. "Elias is chasing ghosts," the blacksmith laughed. "He waters the dust while we bake the bread," the weaver sighed. By the end of the first year, Elias was the village joke. The second year was harder. A drought hit the valley. Water became more precious than gold. The village elders told Elias to stop wasting water on a patch of nothing. But Elias didn't listen. At night when the village slept, he would walk 2 miles further up the mountain to a hidden spring just to bring back 1 jar of water for his invisible tree. His hands became calloused. His back grew a permanent ache. His clothes were rags. One evening, an old traveler sat by the square. "Why do you stay, boy?" the traveler asked. "There is nothing here but dirt and your own sweat." Elias looked at the ground. "I am not just watering a tree," he whispered, his voice cracking. "I am honoring a promise I made to the person I want to become." The traveler nodded. "Most people quit not because the work is too hard, but because the silence is too loud. They can't handle the time between the planting and the harvest." Year 3 came and went. Year 4 was even quieter. Elias was no longer the village joke. He was the village ghost. People simply stopped looking at him. He was a fixture of the landscape, a man kneeling in the dirt, tending to a miracle that refused to happen. Then came the morning of the 5th year. It started as a tiny sharp crack in the dry earth. A sliver of blue, not green, but a deep electric azure, poked through the crust. Elias didn't shout. He wept. Within 24 hours, the sprout was a foot tall. By the end of the week, it was the height of a man. By the end of the month, the azure willow had exploded 60 feet into the air, its silver blue leaves shimmering like 1,000 mirrors. The village gathered in stunned silence. The blacksmith dropped his hammer. The weaver let her loom go still. They had never seen anything so magnificent. It didn't just grow, it dominated the horizon. Its roots had spread so deep during those 4 years of nothing that it tapped into the underground rivers of the mountain itself. It was now the only thing in the valley that would never wither, no matter how long the drought lasted. You see, for 4 years, it looked like Elias was failing. But underground, the azure willow was performing a miracle of engineering. It was building a foundation that could support 60 feet of height and centuries of life. If it had sprouted in the first month, the first wind would have toppled it. If it had grown in the first year, the drought would have killed it. It needed the silence. It needed the hidden years. There is a part of this story that lives in you right now. Maybe you're in your first year of a business that isn't making money. Maybe you're in your 3rd year of a degree that feels like a dead end. Maybe you're working on your health, your character, or a dream that nobody else can see yet. You feel like Elias. You feel the weight of the silence. You hear the whispers of the people who tell you to stop wasting your water. But remember the azure willow. Your nothing years are not wasted years. They are foundation years. You are growing the roots that will support the greatness you're about to become. You are tapping into the deep rivers of resilience that those who grow quickly will never know. The world sees the tree. Only you know the history of the dirt. Don't stop watering. Don't stop believing in the dark. Your 5th year is coming. And when it does, the growth will be so fast and so beautiful that the very people who laughed at you will seek shade under the branches of your success. Keep planting. Your breakthrough is closer than the silence suggests. If this story gave you the strength to keep going today, type "I am still planting" in the comments. Let's build a forest together. Don't forget to subscribe for more stories that feed the soul.